Hey, it's the Chief, Bonnie with Board Games, and I'm joined by my family, my wife Elizabeth,
Hola.
and my son Bo, or the Junior Chief.
Hola.
We're going to be talking about Ticket to Ride First Journeys, or First Journey. This is another little exclusive deal you can get at Target. It's geared toward much smaller kids, 6 and up. You've got a lot simplified, or a simpler board, and a little bit less going on with your tickets. But let me go in, I'll show you what I'm talking about, and we'll come back out and we'll give you our independent views.
Independent views.
I don't know, I could barely get that out. All right, so first of all, just the art. You can see we've, retained the Alan R. Moon, Ticket to Ride First Journey, but the color palette, much warmer. I mean, you got this beautiful, like it's night and the lights are coming out. The kids, you've got a cartoony kind of element here. The box has a beautiful linen finish, just yelling out to you, hey, 6+. So we've got the kids, we're talking about 2 to 4. So everything's been really, really well done as far as saying, hey, this is family kid friendly. So again, you're going to see, we'll get into this board in a second, but you can see it's still got that big Ticket to Ride feel. That's explaining the big trains. You can see your time limit. Just very, very nice production as far as telling folks that aren't maybe into the hobby to come take a look. So real quick, we're used to short rules with Ticket to Ride, but you can see this is even shorter. And I'll go into just how this has been simplified. All right, gameplay is going to work the same, that you're going to be using tickets that you're going to have that are very nicely laid out as far as you can see the icon of the city that you're going to be traveling from or to. And so it's very easy and much more simplified in here as far as the tickets that you're going to have. Every kid or every person playing, it's not just kids because I play too, they're each going to get 2 tickets to start off with. And they'll have those tickets. They're going to have 20 of these trains, and you can see these are like an oversized version of the Ticket to Ride trains. And with 20 of them, it means it's going to be a lot quicker, a lot simpler. And on your turn, you're going to start off with just 4 randomly selected cards. And real quick, I've set up some over here. Let me just show you how neat the artwork is. You see kind of the whimsical nature of them. First, everything's going to be set up for colorblind. You can see if you're colorblind, you're going to be able to work off these different shapes. But just kind of take a look at how they've done it. You've got the little flag on there, you've got a bell, you got a giraffe, you got little cats, you got a little parrot. All right, we come into, I don't know, some kind of sunny, it's what, the San Francisco Bridge, and you just got kind of that whole feel of like what the color is, yellow as sun. You got the jungle, we've got a giant Venus flytrap in here. We come over to an aquarium. You got this cool little shark that's hanging out. So you just continue that lovely kind of childlike art. We got the circus train with the lion that's hanging out. You got milk, and you got trees, and you got snow. And then we got some coal. And what is that? A little black cats that are hanging out on it. So you can just see the cards are just really, really beautiful art to be looking at. So on your turn, you're going to be fed 4 cards, and you're going to have 2 destination tickets. Now, the way you're going to win is going to be the first player that's going to get 6 tickets. 6 tickets will win you the game, but there's a couple little caveats here. First of all, on your turn, all you're going to be doing is either drawing 2 new cards, and something that's a little bit different, there's no cards laid out. Normally in Ticket to Ride, you got the 5 cards that are out. You can draw from these cards, or you can take blind. And this one, just simplified, you're going to be either taking 2 new cards into your hand, or you're going to be laying cards down in order to claim a route. So for those that haven't played, if I wanted to claim Kansas City to Denver, I would simply say I'm going to claim it with these 2 greens, and I'm going to come in and I would just take 2 of my trains from my supply, and I would claim the route. Now, for those that have played Ticket to Ride, all the double routes are open, so nothing's getting shut down. It's less cutthroat in that fashion. All right, something else that's a little different is when you complete a route, you don't keep it secret. So when a route is completed, You'll just say I've completed this route. You'll immediately go in and draw a brand new ticket. So this goes down, and you're going to want to collect 6 of those. So you're going to get a new ticket every time you complete one. So nothing is secret as far as when you complete the route. You keep it secret until you've completed it. But once you complete it, you declare to everybody, show them that you've done it. And then it just becomes one of the cards that you're going to use to try to get to 6. Because again, the first person that creates 6 tickets wins. They've got another cool little thing with coast to coast, very simplified. But if I get any of these 3 Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles cities that are on the West Coast, and I connect in some way all the way across the board to either New York, Washington, or Miami, then I can say coast to coast, and I simply get one of these cards. There's nothing on here. It simply says coast to coast, but it'll go into the tickets that I'm collecting, and it'll count towards me trying to get the 6 tickets to win the game. The first person to get 6 tickets wins. So it's very, very simplified. On your turn, you're simply going to draw cards, and you'll draw 2. You can claim a route, and you'll simply lay your cards down, take that route. Those are the only 2 things you can do on your turn. They've got one other cool little thing in here, a little aspect. Let's say I have a couple tickets. Maybe the routes are blocked, or maybe I just don't like them because, you know, they don't seem to work in with the routes I've already taken. You can always say, you know what, I'm going to skip a turn. I want to discard my 2 tickets that I have. I want to get rid of them, and I'm going to take 2 brand new tickets. That would be my turn, so I'm forfeiting my turn to get 2 new tickets, but it's a way to kind of refresh, and you can't just do it with one. If you're going to get rid of one of them, because maybe it's a blocked area you can't do, you got to get rid of both of them, and you got to take 2 fresh cards. And that's probably, the younger kids don't always quite figure that out, but definitely part of the gameplay is if you know something's totally locked down and you can't get to that city, you still have the option to jettison those cards and get some new ones. Completely unnecessary but fun for the kids is whoever completes their 6 tickets first wins this gold ticket. So they're like presented with this victory token, but it's a card. So again, my boy just likes holding on to it, looking at it because it looks all shiny and neat. So it's not used in the game until the very last deal. You've won. Here you go. You've won this ticket. And then make sure they don't run off with it and short your game the golden ticket. But as you can see, you've got some real nice iconography. Let me zoom in on some of this. So you can see we've got a little dinosaur. You got fountains in Kansas City. You've got the Dallas Star coming down in. Obviously the Dallas. Albuquerque's got like Mesa Verde type stuff going on, a whale in Salt Lake City. So you've got this very cute, attractive art that links in so nicely on the cards. So you can see the whole game board is referenced on these cards, but they've come in and colorized the area that the child needs to connect. And it's just so easy to orient the water fountain of Kansas City with, if I can get it down, come on down, with the little Canuck or the groundhog that's up in Montreal. So very, very nice graphic art that's come into the game. All right, we're back. So first of all, what do you think of First Journey?
I was thrilled to see Ticket to Ride Kids version, because Ticket to Ride was the board game that I was introduced for the first time. Mm-hmm. And when Bart brought Ticket to Ride, I said, okay, let me try. And since then, I am in love with board games. Yep. So now this version that my kids can be playing, for me, it's like a Christmas gift.
All right. We have been playing Ticket to Ride as a family, and Bo, you like regular Ticket to Ride even on the phone.
Yeah, but this game, it's okay.
Okay, so this one was probably a little simplified for you, which is fine. Our youngest son, Seth, is 7. We were hoping he would be on camera, but it wasn't quite working. He has Down syndrome, so this helped us work him in a little bit. Now, he still needs a helper with him, but my hopes are definitely that the simpler version will be something he can get into later. Now, you do your game program bonding through board games with K-State. Is this something you plan on using? Do you think it'll work?
Definitely, because we have other games that kids are mastering, and this one is it's very inviting and simple, and I really want to bring that to our program.
Yeah, I think it's got a much shorter play time too. It's 15 to 30 minutes, where the standard Ticket to Ride, if you're going quickly, it's 45 minutes. But when you're teaching brand new folks, it can easily run into an hour, sometimes even a little bit more, especially with the younger groups that we do with your program. So for you, kind of a miss, you thought it was a little too simplified?
Yeah, too easy.
Okay, it was a little too easy for you.
Well, he has been playing the adult version, so just going down would be kind of like,
Yeah. Although I thought this kid, that was perfect. That's you, 6.
I am 9.5, you mister.
9.5, yeah,
That
9
counts.
3/4. All right, so again, though, I love the fact that Days of Wonder Ticket to Ride, they have something in Target. I think this is going to be huge, another boost for board gaming in general, because this is very accessible to folks that haven't even heard of the hobby market of games, and they're going to get this. It's not going to scare them away, and they're going to go, it's kind of nice. It's got great production values, and it still has that Ticket to Ride feel. So it's the Chief and family bonding with board games. See you guys later.
see you later.
Woo!
Ooh, touching the hair.
Hola, 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 hola.